Hi, people on the internet. Uh, I tried to get through this, but now we talk about Miss Betty's behavior. My mother one but was not in over Betty. Let me tell you that. Your behavior is sick.
Everybody, I know you guys have been waiting with bated breath. I know there are some people that probably went live before me, and that's okay. It's not me. So today was, it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. I told you it would not be for a very significant amount of time. And then I said that very early on. And it's not over, but we did get a very, very, very good ruling today. This was kind of, there is statutes out there that basically took the decision out of the hands of the circuit court judge because of the
Okay,
statutes
do you
and the
know
way
what
the laws
she's
were
saying
written.
for real here?
This is now kicked off.
She's saying, blah. I didn't like the decision that the judge made, so I took it to appeals court. The, I didn't get my way, so I'm gonna go ahead, baby, because I know how you are really are.
To the appellate court. So what does that mean? It means we've moved this case from Sumner County. And this case is now going to be heard by an appellate, court that's not affiliated, right? There is no pool. And so we're going
I
to,
have
I
to
think,
just
we're going to
throw
have better
the
results
book at
from an
you.
appellate court that actually, follows the law
Ha!
of Tennessee. So I have to say that this is a huge hurdle that we just went over. And in my view, this is absolutely a win for our team. Okay?
For the team that hates on you. Innocent, missing person. Sorry. I'm trying. Let me say that again. She hates on innocent, missing kids' parents. You know what, babe? Go fuck yourself. I'm about headed like you dumb attitude.
Absolute 100% hands down win for Bullhorn Betty. I'm very, very pleased. We were prepared for trial. I worked here. You guys know I have limited my lives down to like what, 2 hours, 2.5 hours a day for the last several weeks.
Are you gonna
And that is
sit
a
and
direct
spin
result of the work
for
that we
the
do
rest?
behind the scenes, getting everything pulled together. We were absolutely 100% ready to go to trial today.
Then
And
why
there's a
don't
piece of
you?
me that kind of wishes we could have because we
Don't look
were,
up to you, bitch.
I can guarantee you, over prepared, and had everything in a nutshell. So, I still can't talk about the case too much, the lawsuits and stuff, because, we still have court stuff to go over. So that stuff is got to be private, right? Until it's out. Today I can talk about it because today is over. I couldn't really talk about it until we got here. And
You
so there's
got
still a lot of
lucky.
stuff that I'm unable to talk
Because
about.
another same
At the
person would
direction of
never
my
allow you to
counsel.
do this
But what I can
to
tell
this
you is that this
innocent
is finally going to appeal.
father
The bad part
and
about it
mother.
is it's going to cost money, right? The good part about it is we have some breathing room to do that now. Because if you know anything about appellate courts, we're not going next week, okay? It might be another 6 months before an appellate court.
That's the same.
The protective orders are in place. I've never violated the protective orders. I maintain
Yes,
that.
you have.
This is a good step in the right direction.
Yes, you have.
That's as much as I can say. I can't talk about really much else.
Yes, you have.
About the case. I can tell you that this was very stressful.
Good.
Yesterday I was up at 4:30. I started, was it 4:30? It was 4:30. 3 o'clock. So I was up at 3 a.m. yesterday, and I didn't go to bed until 11 o'clock last night. I literally turned everything off. Karen had things she could do, so it was just me here with my computer, literally working all day, pulling everything together. My attorney's working, he was pulling everything together.
Sounds like my worry.
We were prepared for trial today, and I think if we would have went to trial today, we would have had we would have been successful. I really believe that. No. But we'll hold that joy for the next battle, right? So that's why the title is One Battle Won, but the war wages on, because it is not over. And it's not going to be over they could drop this all stuff tomorrow, and I don't see it being over. So that's where we're kind of at in this whole situation. I think we are in a much better position. I think we are in a position of strength at this point, and I like being in that position. So
every time she's quiet, do not sting.
Let the rumors start, but at the end of the day, today was a stinking good ass day. Okay, from where we're sitting. And Mama needs a steak, okay? I'm just saying. I don't really need a steak. I was sitting there saying, I'm like, I want to do something funny with the goal. That's why I only put like 5 there. I said, it really is just for the steak. I said, I'll have to pay for the rest of the entree, But as you guys can see, a lot more has been lifted off my shoulders with today's ruling. I gotta tell you guys this.
So you don't care about the phone, you don't care about Sebastian. I can see you're happy-go-lucky now, right? You nothing about college to me. I'm serious. You do the time, you do the crime. You fucking felon. You don't like Joe's had to say, so you move it away. And you saying Judge, stop you fucking nonsense. I hope to God when you go to that appeal that it doesn't.
I gotta tell you guys this. There were some people that weren't really happy. And then I saw Miss Terry Lynn down there. We all stayed up there. We were all that Kathy lady. Ooh, she is no peach. Man, she went. She looked like the devil had literally taken her over.
You look like that just now.
Hold on a second. I can't see in this room because I just dropped something. What did I drop? My pen. Okay. There we go. And so there was this big, huge, screaming, yelling match out the front door. We ain't going out there. Like I want to
she's lying about this.
I don't want any. There's
she's lying about this.
Like get your, go, right? So we're waiting for them to, leave. So we're monitoring them so we can leave the courthouse. And I'm telling you, it looked like it was damn near about to be a freaking fist fight out there in front of the courthouse between all these people. First it started with Chris screaming at his mom.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. We watched it all.
No.
He was in her face. Right? So we saw all them out there. We saw, I don't know who this purple hair lady is. That's rubbing elbows with Miss Proudfoot or whatever, but she was right there too. So they're all down there. They look like they're about to have a freaking, I'm surprised that law enforcement didn't go out there and break it up. I mean, they were down each other's throats. We're up on the 5th floor. And I'm just looking out this window. I'm like, this is better than the soap opera. Look at that. Did you see that? Oh my God. Did you see that? Did you see it? I'm not lying. So we did have some Debbie Downers. We did have some Debbie Downers there. And
you know why? Because you broke the law.
Some saying? They look like a hot mess express, as always. Come there with freaking overalls and jeans. Like, you are being presented in a court of law. This is how you dress when you go and you want to show a judge some stinking respect. You act like you are there, right? I don't understand why these people live in $1 million house and can't seem to put on a dress or a suit to look presentable for a court hearing. One thing is that I guess my comments, my little satire coming into the show. Let's watch it real quick. Let's watch it.
If you shave your cooch, but not your booty hole, is that the same as a mullet?
The mullet is gone.
It looks cool. Looks better than you.
It must have had something to do with the booty hole comment, but I'm not sure. You know, I'm just not sure.
Don't give yourself credit.
I'm just saying it wasn't there anymore. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know where it went, but it looks like somebody shaped.
See how happy she is? She knows she burped wrong. That's why she's not stressing out. Yeah, unless I'm fine, thank you. No, she has to get the continence. She can't sleep at night.
Their butthole. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We got no more mullet.
But shut the fuck up.
I wish I had my sound box with me. We need the classic laugh emojis. But yeah, today I have been very nervous today.
Cause she knows you're wrong.
Nervous going in there. I know I don't show a lot to you guys because I'm Bullhorn Betty. You know, we lead from strength. You know, and no matter how nervous
Girl,
I am, I'm always going to put my best foot forward. You know, I'm gonna put my best foot forward no matter how you look at this.
Even though you broke the
law.
law.
We're going to have to. My attorney's very good. I'm very pleased with this attorney. Okay, he's no Terry Frizzell. I'll tell you that. Thank God. And we're going to go ahead and keep moving. But like I said, we're now going to the appellate court, which is where we want to be, right? I told you that from the very beginning. If this is the way this stuff is going to be rolling, I've got to be honest with you. I think this judge, you know, people have been in my ear about the judge that we went before. And honestly, I would have been absolutely 100% comfortable with him ruling over the matter. I'm just going to tell you that like that. I've heard horrible things about this judge. Absolutely horrible things about this judge. And
how do you get like breaking? But
judge would have given me a fair shake.
No.
Period. All right.
No.
I didn't feel that way, which I got to go before the other judge here in a couple of weeks. But I didn't have that feeling with that.
Oh, good. Maybe he's going to go to book.
This judge, so if we were to have presented our case in front of this particular judge, I think I would have had a fair shake.
No.
So I know people have their opinions, and you know what? Maybe some people in the community have been before him. Maybe didn't like the way he ruled. Maybe he ruled, you know, improperly or wrong or whatever the case may be. I'm just telling you. I you know me. I'm a body person. I'm a person that judges people when I meet them. You know, how does this person present themselves for me? And I tell you without a doubt, that judge.
I like you, Will.
Okay. I felt very, very good in front of. So I've got no qualms with that particular judge.
You take the appeal back, bitch. Take the appeal back.
You know, he really, the statute, he didn't really have a choice. That's what people don't understand. The choice was removed because the statutes are so clear. He's not the court that needs to hear it when the appeal was put out. So they're moving that over to the appellate court.
Somebody.
The law is the law. All these attorneys are officers of the law. So even, you know, Chris's attorneys kind of stuck with the law. So they had to agree that is the law. And It was 5 minutes, a lot of money later, and we're walking out, ready to go to the appellate court. Now, again, the appellate court's going to take, from my understanding, take a little bit longer to get in front of. And the bad part about it is most likely my protective orders would have expired by the time we're there. But it's not about the protective order. I could give two rats' asses about the protective order. I've never violated, never been around
Yes,
them,
you
never
have.
contacted them before these
Yes,
protective
you
orders
have.
were even in place.
Yes, you have.
So it's not about the protective order.
Yes,
it's about
it
the
is.
nonsense and the trash that's in that protective order, and that's my name, my reputation, and I'm going to be damned if that's if I'm not going to fight that. If I'm not going to fight those.
You already had a
orders.
bad
It's not about whether these protective
reputation.
orders are in place or not. They should never have been in place. It's about vindication.
Yes, no.
It's about clearing my name.
Your name sucks.
Now that we're out of here, I feel like I'll get a better shake than I would have.
I wish
still
you
I
could
still have to go before Judge Blanton in the criminal courts. We'll see how this rolls, but I can't really comment on that because it's an upcoming hearing, and I can't comment on once it's over, we can have, at least some talk about it.
The
Until
other
that time comes, we
protection
can't have a
states
discussion about what's going
for a
on.
long
But
time.
that's where we are. So we
Your
will be back
name is
here
ruined.
on April 16th. And we will, I guess, just hit this head on, And I know that the stays are in place. The appeals are going to be had. We're going to go to the appellate court. We're going to be heard. And I think now that this, we're starting to tear apart what has been done. I think we need to start focusing. I think we need to quit worrying about Bullhorn Betty and start focusing on the victims. That's what I think we need.
Never been about the victims. I swear.
Something
it's
isn't
about
right. When parents spend more time, think about it. They spent more money. They've never spent a dime trying to find their son. They haven't even put one penny toward a reward fund.
Are you kidding me? They put up bit balls. You're not looking at for the son. So you're not looking at for Sebastian. They're ready for stage. So how dare you sit there and lie? Lie them on.
Put more money toward content creators that trash Seth, right? With those super stickers and super chats than they ever are private cash apps or whatever.
You know what? Ask for money.
Okay? So I want people to understand there is something here. There is absolutely something here.
Just go see your ass.
Lady from Florida that was here for 3 days.
You fucking start them. You fucking start them.
There's something wrong with that. There's something seriously
There's something wrong like in mental health because you don't seem to stop.
I think people need, at least us, with the whole thing with that crackpot family member. We're not going to discuss her anymore. I could care less. Whatever. She's made her bed.
See how bad it is?
She got in bed with the devil. So enjoy dancing.
No, the devil is you. I saw the text. Go fuck yourself again, buddy. You can go spin and get bent at the same time. But you're not gonna sit here and victimize your victims. That's the whole green thing. You might be until you have your fucking appearance. Telling yourself doesn't unhear the truth. I think that is lies and how much does Seth and Tony pay you, buddy?
That devil. That's all I got to say about
Chris
that.
and Kate doesn't.
We're not listening to any more of these distractions, these BS distractions. It's time to get focused. Sebastian has been missing for well over a year. 14 blessed months.
And he's not your son. And Kylie and Chris.
We had the drama community more focused on one singular person.
Kylie and Chris does not need money. The only person who's making money off of his son is self-righteous.
And that person isn't the victim. We've got also a problem. And then when you find out that somebody is in bed with those people and it happens to be the child's mom and stepfather, now we're starting to see a very clear picture of what's going on. They go to Lynchman to do their PR. Felons and addicts.
It used to be an addict and a felon.
That have law enforcement in their pedigree is hanging out with felons and drug addicts.
Look at Seth. He said you don't like Tony and Betty.
There's something seriously wrong here, and we need to be focusing on where is Sebastian. So now I would like
to make it about Sebastian, not Chris and Katie.
Now that I feel in a much better and much stronger position, we need to start getting down to brass tacks. We have a child missing. We have to start locating where the possibilities that child may be.
Good luck.
We are going through some AI, right? AI looks at a lot of different things and gives us some suggestions. Believe it or not, AI can help identify an area. We have reduced the area from a worldwide area down to 50.
AI is not reliable. It's coming out. Yes, it can do amazing things. But it doesn't give you all the facts. You can't rely on AI. This idiot does not know what she's talking about. This thing.
200 miles from his home. That's huge, right? That's huge. And that's a huge step in the right direction from where we were when we were in the unknown phase, right? When we were in the unknown phase. Now we finally have a radius, and our radius is 100 miles from his home. That's a big radius, and I understand. But that just took the whole world. Right? Millions. I don't know how big the world. Does anybody know how big the world is? Maybe we should educate the people on the world. Hey, Google it. Yeah. Yeah, Google it.
How big the world is?
Yeah, Google it. How many miles is the world?
SF was white. Cut a number down to half. That's the number.
We're about to educate you guys. Hey, guidance.
I don't need any educate you.
24,900. 901 miles is the diameter of our world. We just went from 24,000 miles. Is that right? 24,000? We just went from 24,000 miles down to 100 miles. That's huge.
Something can go
and
insane.
And that was with the help of AI. So now that we're at 100-mile radius, we do have
AI is reliable.
So now you guys have, I know I've got a lot of people that have been searching this case, a lot of people that like to circle on maps, a lot of people, you guys have your radius now. Now it's time for us to get cracking. Because we got some snake boots at the house, right? We're ready to get out there in the field. We're ready to start identifying some areas, and we're ready to start searching. So let's start getting our
you don't have permission to go cage and you do not have any permission to go harass them.
Because I feel very confident, a lot more confident than I once did, right?
Don't.
Than I once did. So I feel like we are in a very, 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 very good position, and I just want to maintain that momentum, and I want to take the focus off me. And I want to put it back on the victim here, because we are a victim-focused channel.
No, you're not.
And our victim is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, among many victims that we have on this show. And this is a now 16-year-old boy that has been missing for over a year. And it seems like the only person that really cares to find him over home is his father, Seth.
Over her knees.
And we want to try to make that happen.
Thank you.
We have been stalled and hampered in the search for Sebastian by his mom and stepfather.
No, you haven't.
And we all know that that's been going on since the beginning of this case. When
people started having their cars
messed with, serpentine belts cut. All that stuff happened while good people, were searching for Sebastian.
Nope.
And Chris and Katie were not.
Chris,
so we gotta get focused. We've been hindered and hampered.
What? What, babe? What? Another lie? Oh my god. Hi, Chubbies. They have a thing that ever since the first day he went missing. You don't ever say it differently. Go ahead,
Long
lie.
enough. It's time to get our shit-kicking boots on and let's go find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So what am I doing right now? I am taking emails, bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. We are going to now start putting some pen to paper. And we need to start looking at 150. We can start with 50, but, you know, we want to keep a
You can do.
mile radius around his home. Let's start looking for, we know there's a lot of treed areas. We need to find things, if you guys can, sleuth for. We need to find out where are these comfort zones, okay? These people are not going to be in a place they've never been before.
You have a P.O. against you have full.
That's not something we're looking at. So this is going to be a place that these people know. This is going to be a place where they feel comfort.
Yeah, and that's not in business. Let me tell you that. This goes against your P.O. You're not to be around. You're specific 100 yards away from these people. You discussing by bits. Have you not learned your lesson? I hope you do. I hope you fuck around and find it out, babe. It sounds like you're going to do it. Come on.
Where they know what the history is. You don't get that. Like, I've gone to Disney World. Let's put this in perspective. I've gone to Disney World, I don't know, throughout my life, 50, 60 times throughout my life. Is that right?
Hey, babe, why don't you look at Seth? If you ask him, you might get to go see him in person.
I've been to Orlando an awful lot in my life, okay? I've been to Orlando an awful lot. Did I go twice a year? Maybe some years.
Maybe some years.
It's not a comfort zone for me, right? If something happened in my personal sphere and I needed to hide what happened in that personal sphere, I'm not going to Orlando to take care of it. Why? Because although I went there for vacation, I don't know any other place, right? So where would I go? You know, me personally, I'd go back to my childhood home, the area of my childhood home. Just me personally. If I had a problem that I needed to get rid of, you know why? Because me and my friends explored the crap out of our childhood home, right? We went down to Shaw's Point. We had the little spot in the back that we could take a sip off the bottle, right? And smoke our little cigarettes or go kiss our little boyfriends, right? The things that mommy and daddy didn't know we were doing. Why? Because I feel comfort there. I know where the secret spots are there. I know where the backwoods are there. I know how to go from point A to point B without being seen there. Why? Because we were kids and we didn't want our parents finding us smoking and boozing. Right? So if you have
you probably had your feet open.
Theoretically, you're going to be moving around in places that you're comfortable in.
Katie and Chris did not do this to Sebastian.
Dusty, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Aw, it's me, Jen. Oh, I gotta go through these. Thanks for all the love and support. I was only going for a Florida. I should have a freaking beautiful tan on my legs at this point. I have realized this for the haters. I'm sure they're going to be spinning it somehow. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's a spin. You know how they are. I'm sure there's a spin. I pray this too shall pass.
No, she needs to go to Joe. She needs a freaking on 50.
Oh, Abigail, it's nice to see you. Big hug. Have you heard Chris Proudfoot was served? Yes, he was. And I think it was for the 16th stuff. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, I think that, I mean, I don't know what it is.
I just hope
Everybody was reaching out to me saying it was something for me because of the BS with that crazy crackpot lady that was.
Oh,
Whatever.
I'm sorry. You just
And so everybody
backstab.
was calling me saying, "Oh my gosh,
You
they're
just
trying to
know that
hustle us,"
calling.
and stuff like that. And then we listened to the dispatch call, and we're like, this is a little weird. This is a little different. And so I approached my attorney, and then he kind of explained that it has something to do with something else. So I understood that for me.
Idiot.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Yeah, well, it's not a victory lap yet. I mean, we still have a huge hurdle. This is just one very important hurdle that we did need to get over, and we were able to get over it, and I'm very, very, very happy. I'm not happy that I was put in this position.
Yes,
I'm not happy that my first attorney failed to appear. I'm not happy that because he failed to appear, it's cost me as well as this channel an ungodly amount of money.
Thank God.
But I'm also very
Something
grateful
has to
that
hurt
God has
you.
provided a way. God has not faltered. You know what? You guys go look at the GoFundMe. We were able to raise $5,000 out of $30,000. Okay, that is an amazing amount of money that we were able to collect.
He's never going to get that 30,000.
By the grace of God, pay for $30,000 worth of legal expenses.
That's because of your bad behavior.
And that is already been paid. I mean, we still have a huge hurdle to go through. This is a very costly process that should never have happened.
But stop. Your bad behavior caused the situation. I want that to be unread. Your stalking on the prophet caused you to be in this situation. I hope you know that. Next time you're gonna go after a family, let's pray you don't bash any more victims under her fool like you did. Shame on you, bitch. It creeped me out. It creeped me out.
God made a way when there's no explanation for how we are here.
Oh, there's an explanation, alright? There's a fucking explanation.
You guys have definitely helped. April Rain, congratulations. A step in the right directions. Prayers never fail. Absolutely.
No.
Trying to find that stuff is done. It's done. So I'm very thankful. God moves mountains. God is good.
God is not. God is good, but not in the right way.
9 months. How the heck did you put up with me that long, Jen? I'm asking for a few thousand friends. That's all. That's all. Aw, thank you. Jen gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. If you received your Bullhorn Betty membership, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum.
That's not something to be
padded room and welcome aboard.
proud of. Just saying.
Aw, our beautiful Gypsy. I'm so glad you won the battle. You will win the war. We will be there for you. God bless you. Yes, yes, yes. We will want to have that good vibe out into the world. We are going to win. We're going to be successful in this. And you know what? This is what I'm going to say to everybody. Lying under oath, it will never, ever.
They did. They have you on tape.
Satisfaction. But when it's time to pay the piper,
you're going to pay for it.
That's why I've learned this a long time ago. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
You did do the right thing. I'm not.
And you will be successful, right? You will be successful in whatever you're trying to do. When you start cutting corners, you might be able to cut those corners, here and there for a little while. But eventually...
Let me tell you, you have the right to free speech, but it does... Oh, government. She said something about the government. Yes, if you're not on the government, you're not... If you're not on the government, you're not the government. we the people are not people in office to to help make choices like then the government. We ourselves are not the government. I'm sorry. These are as a damn thing. That's alright. Us are parents. Okay? Back to my thing. Freedom of speech. Um, freedom of speech does not include defamation. Do not cover defamation. This, okay? Your mom runs like your mom. That mental, you need mental help because I swear to God, you have ODD. Okay? Um, I'm just thinking about stuff. We might do a deep dive because Betty Molly, she was on every day like Jay. And I know it's like, no, that's not how that happened. Dolly got arrested because he put his hands on her property. That's nobody made him do it. Nobody made him do that shit. You know what? You can over the backstab your best friend, but I know you dirty one nasty cunt hoe talking about Molly. Okay? I know that you harass and suck Dwight every time you get a chance. And believe me, yeah, I hope you don't think you can sit over there. You can sit or stay over here. You can come and visit Molly, but you can't sit over here. Just saying.
You're going to cut the wrong corner and your whole foundation is going to buckle.
That's not you did this summer.
Is going to crumble.
That's not you did.
That's why I always build my foundation first and foremost, always on God and doing the right thing. I was never like this once upon a time. I was a pretty messed up teenager going into adulthood that needed to find her way in life. And when I finally got it, I realized the best way is the right way. It's the honest way.
And then on your shit.
Crime don't pay. Just saying. Crime don't pay. It may pay you for a little bit, but then that bill's going to come. And it's going to be more than anything you've ever bought. Or got. I'm just saying. That's just the way life is. Dude, don't Hello, everyone. Glad everything went good today. I'm over the moon. Absolutely. Elizabeth,
don't know why.
Good gracious. Thank you, Elizabeth.
When you have to answer to that quiet, you'll be like, whoa, I can do this.
You guys, welcome to this crazy family we call. Their child is missing and they have no idea where it is. No parent should have to be looking at their ex-spouse and wondering, what did you do?
Because you and Chris are not like that stuff.
This is not unfair to Betty. This is unfair to Seth. This is unfair to Sebastian's teachers. This is unfair to Sebastian's friends. This is unfair to their community. So I first want to tell Seth that, I am so sorry for everything and whatever they're doing. It's pure evil. There is a child missing.
No shit.
Knew the mom and dad stayed.
Oh, hell no. Dolly is not to prove and get it. Betty does not have the proof to prove it.
Like that until when? Until it became profitable.
She never made a dime for Sebastian. She never made a dime.
They protect people that don't mind hurting.
Let me see, hit back like something. Let me throw this back. Seth has been kick off face. Seth has been abusive to Sebastian. Sorry. Seth has anger control. anger uses. Like, Chris, you don't see that. You don't gas him up. You don't spit, like, backstab him. Like, Smiley, the ugly sea hog. She not gassing up. Because she not gas him up. But he doesn't care about Sebastian. Let's just do him for Sebastian. No, Kristen, the cops doesn't think so. The cops says no for play. And you know what? Cody Seth and Paige, I'm going to be honest and truthful. Even if it means hurting your feelings. I don't give a damn. This bitch should be in jail for violating her parole. She knows it.
Medically needy child. We've only heard about the abuse that happened when that child was 15 years old.
No.
Years before that. You gotta understand.
Yeah, by self-defense.
There are over 5 CPS reports in a matter of 18 months.
You don't know that for sure.
18 months.
You don't know that
I don't know
for sure.
what Sebastian went through. But I certainly want to expose it.
You should know.
I certainly want to do that.
Expose Seth, yes.
We've got a lot of work. Let's not forget Seth still needs people. If you guys haven't been over to Seth's, figured out than when we were in our 20s. We don't go dumpster diving. When's the last time you went and picked out something?
I never dumpster dive.
Not like a re-gifter person. Not a re-gifter, but you know the people that go and pick up like the wood tables.
It's called recycling and dumb.
But in our normal life, if we have a coworker, if we have somebody, hey, I figured this out. Oh,
I can't leave you alone for a second.
Actually, now that I've been talking, no, it's not really an arrest warrant. I think the way that they have the terminology.
So don't space. Oh, I just see. That's okay. Oh my god. Hi guys. That's it for today. I can Gilberto's goes live tomorrow. I can she has missed so much. So I missed her video for this week. But I think she's gonna be on tomorrow. Okay. I will touch you. Let's have a blessed night and a wonderful night. I'm gonna touch you later. Bye.